You know, we're getting a lot of questions through our social media, answers directly on our help desks. And we thought it's a good idea to bundle all these questions and put them under a specific topic and talk a little bit about that topic. Today we have probably one of the most heavily discussed topic, and that is about weight and comfort. So a lot of discussion is everything should be lighter and lighter and lighter to be more comfortable. When we talk about comfort, it's not about sitting comfortably in front of your television and watching a nice film. Comfort means, in the true sense about which we are also talking today, it means that comfort is the zone of your body where it is working on an optimum level. And this is what we understand under comfort in the context of tactical gear and designing tactical gear. Well, you know, functionality has a lot to do with certain elements that you put on tactical gear, like pockets, like knee protectors, like whatsoever, Velcros here and there. So in a way, functional, and we call these elements functional elements. In a way, these functional elements directly impact on the weight. There is, of course, also other parameters. There is other things which matter when it comes to weight, and that is primarily the weight of the fabric that or the fabrics that we are using, because we are most of the time working in the hybrid design mode. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's logic. More mass means more durability. Whenever you're going lighter and lighter and lighter, you're reaching a certain point where you say that drop of durability is not acceptable anymore for an operator operating in an environment where he cannot, you know, walk away from the scene, go to his locker and take out a new pair of pants. It's not possible. You're stuck somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you have to do what you have to do. And then you have to rely on what you're wearing. So if you're going out there with a super light material, which is of course super comfortable, you might end up having a real problem. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I mean, of course, sweat is moisture, and moisture has a weight. But we are not sweating that much that our clothing is getting so heavy that we will feel a negative impact. There is something else which is important when it comes to sweat, and we call it the moisture management. That means that we want to get moisture as quickly as possible out of our clothing system, because a clothing system loaded with moisture is conducting heat very fast. That means that in colder environments, you're starting to freeze much earlier. I think spontaneously, there is just the durability issue. That means if it is heavier, it is more durable. So if somebody says, I'm going out for 1 week to conduct a mission, and I have limited possibilities of carrying additional equipment with me, spare equipment, then I think durability is one of the very important issues. And here, more weight would be definitely, or let's put it in a different way, more durability would be definitely something that I would pick over a lighter and more comfortable pair of pants. You know, if I have a very light material, then I usually feel everything which is outside of that material towards the skin much better. and that could be really annoying. Just imagine you have a magazine in your side pocket and you have a super light material, then you will definitely, if not immediately, you will definitely after some time feel how that magazine is scratching on your thigh. And over time, this can get really nasty. Yeah, well, apart from that durability issue which we mentioned, I think the hotter it gets, the lighter you want to have your garments. That's clear. And it's not just about the garments, it's about the whole equipment that you're wearing, including your garment systems. You want to get as light as possible because you have the impression that this is more comfortable. And of course, it is also objectively more comfortable, as wearing something requires energy, and the more energy you need for carrying something, you know, the earlier you will get exhausted, or put it in a different way, the more you will sweat. And if you're sweating a lot, then of course you have the danger of dehydration. That means that you have to carry more water with you. That means that you're adding more weight, and so you're in kind of a vicious circle. You always have to answer in the context of the environment in which you are moving. So if you are in hot climates, definitely there is an advantage of lighter equipment. On the other hand, if you're in very cold environments, then I think weight doesn't have that much of an impact on comfort. There it's more about, you know, adaptability of garments to high physical activities and cold environments. That is what is very important. In colder environments, the danger of dehydration are not that high. I wouldn't exclude them, but they're not that high. And then I think it's more important that you keep your core temperature up instead of in hot environments where you want to cool your core temperature down. So I hope I could answer all your questions, and if there is anything that you remember after the fact, then just contact us through social media, and we are trying to answer all your questions.